All right, we're live again. We're back. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. My name is David Bradley, Senior Sales and Marketing Manager with Grant Cardone. I am your host. Once again, welcome. As always, if you are a first-timer, let me extend an extra special welcome to you. And also throw out the invitation for you to subscribe to the Cardone Solutions Podcast. We have a lot of fun on the Cardone Solutions Podcast, but we also deliver a ton of valuable data. Here's one of the core principles that we do here at Grant's office. Number one, service is senior to selling. Give. 80% of what we do here is 100% free. So this podcast will cost you nothing but time and attention, right? So, if you find it helpful, if you find it valuable, if it delivers information that you can use, please make sure that you've subscribed to it so that you don't miss an episode. Also, if you know somebody that could benefit from it, please make sure to share that out into cyberspace. Tweet it, throw it up on the Facebook, post it on LinkedIn, wherever you social media, share it. If it's helping you, I promise you it's going to help somebody else. So do the right thing, share it. Also, sponsors of the Cardone Solutions Podcast, we have 3. There's 3. Let's go 3. 2 to 3. 3. Okay. So first one, Cardone University. This is the #1 sales and business training platform on planet Earth. Most likely the solar system, even the galaxy. So if you're in sales, if you're in business, especially now, could you benefit from an extra 15 to 30% increase in production? And what if you could get that benefit in 90 days or less? Would that be helpful? I bet it would. So we've got some free access to that program for you so you can try it out. The real test of it is to see if you got the discipline to do it. The only reason people don't sign up for that program is they don't think they're going to do it. That's it. Nobody pays for the program except for new customers and Uncle Sam. So it's not coming out of your pocket. Oh, it will come out of your pocket if you don't use it. Otherwise, it's free. So, but for free access, cardonesolutions.com/CardoneU free. That's Cardone, the letter U, the word free. cardonesolutions.com/CardoneU free. Second sponsor and third, our live events. We do them. And we're going to continue to do them. Ain't no virus going to stop us. Okay, so if you would like to come join us for a live event, we have a big fat one with thousands and thousands and thousands of people showing up. That is going to be the 10X Growth Conference in 2021. No, there's no date set yet. No, there's no location set yet. But tickets are on sale, and we've already sold a whole bunch of them. We'll probably sell it out before the event. So if you want to be there, if you want to be a part of it, if you need more information on who previous speakers have been, who new ones might be, what we're teasing, what's going on, hit up cardonesolutions.com/10X GrowthCon. But in addition to that, if you're not a thousands of people kind of person and you would like to have something a little bit more intimate, our boot camps are still up, running, rocking, and rolling, and they're happening. The next one's in July. We're probably going to do a couple more based on what social distancing parameters are in play, but we'll probably do a couple more this year between July and the next scheduled one, which is in October. This is a 3-day deep dive with Grant and the executive team on sales, business, marketing, culture creation, creating your ideal life. Imagine what it would be like to sit down with a very intimate group of folks with Grant and just deep dive on that for 3 days. That's what the boot camp is about, and it's a very, very powerful, life-changing experience for you. So if you need more information on any of that stuff, feel free to shoot me an email, david@grantcardone.com, or give me a call. Pick up the phone. 310-777-0352. So now let us get into today's topic, sales prospecting during COVID-19. Now, if you've already read, If You're Not First, You're Last, then you know already that personal visits are the single most powerful method by which you will ever make contact with a client and are guaranteed to advance your position in the marketplace. I mean, how would you like to guarantee advancement in the marketplace? Not just maybe, not an if, but guaranteed. Okay? But right now, personal visits probably just aren't quite happening. Right? Everyone's on lockdown. Normal social interactions, kind of hard to come by. Just ain't happening right now. Okay? So you can't just like pop in on your local business and say, what's up? You can't. You got to make a personal visit. You can't make the personal visit. It's not happening. Sucks. But this is exactly 100% totally why you need to make your prospecting activity, your number one prospecting activity, the main prospecting activity. It's got to be that little thing that you check first thing in the morning. Everything, you know, what is it? It's your phone. It's that thing you got in your pocket right now. It's that thing on your nightstand at night. Okay? Now, Grant has said in the past that it will take 10 phone calls to equal the outcome of just one personal visit. And that still holds true. But with personal visits kind of out the window right now, you get to be making 10 times the number of phone calls. Like, you got to blow up the phone. Hammer time. Okay? Hey, but hey, Dave, listen, I am the up close and personal. I'm the in your face kind of guy. I like to meet with people. What am I supposed to say on the phone? I don't know what to say. Is that you? Like, do you not? I mean, it's possible. And it's okay. At least you can admit it. Like, man, I'm just not good on the phone. I'm better. Get me in front of somebody. But for some, a lot of folks, the phone is just not the most comfortable place of operation. And so the difference, literally the difference between the right call and the wrong call is everything. Everything is what we say in the office. So the difference between a right call and a wrong call, while components may be similar, but it's literally like comparing a little kitten to a tiger. So I'm going to give you the example of a wrong call. I'm going to give you, we're going to break down the example deep, and then I'm going to give you a solution. Okay? So let's get started with the example of the wrong call. This is what not to do. It's important to know that. It's important to know not what to do, or it's as important knowing what not to do as it is knowing what to do. So the wrong call is going to go something like this. Let's say my name is Joe. I am Joe Leisure from Grant Cardone's office. How are you today? How's the weather down there? We are the leader in sales training, getting 20 to 50% increase in sales results. I'd like to meet with you to discuss how our company can benefit your company. Can I get a time this week to show you what we can do for your company? Just hearing it, like, let's do it one more time. Let's just go over it, just so you can hear it, okay? Hey, I'm Joe Leisure from Grant Cardone's office. How are you today? How's the weather down there? You know, we are the leader in sales training. We're getting 20 to 50% increase in sales results. I'd like to meet with you to discuss how our company can benefit your company. Can I get a time this week to show you what we can do for your company? Okay, so now if you're listening to this and you're like, oh man, that's my call. I do that every day. If that's you, then let's look at why this is not the best approach. So you can start thinking on, like, how do I tweak this and make this better? And I'll tell you this. If this is your call and you're making it, good for you. Because something right now is better than nothing. And if this is all you got, you're better off doing something than nothing. One of Grant's core rules on the phone is make the call. So the fact that you're making the call, good for you. Okay, so let's just tighten it up. You okay with that? We'll just tighten it up. Hey, I'm Joe Leisure from Grant Cardone's office. Should be one name. Now, if there's more than one Joe, doesn't matter right now. Don't worry about it. Don't get all hung up in that. You don't necessarily want to be saying your first and your last name. Unless you're famous and people know you, and then they care what your last name is, ergo Grant Cardone. So for me, when I make calls, I've been working, it took me a while to get out of the habit of this because David is a relatively common name. So I'm just like, hey, it's David over at Grant Cardone's office. So just drop the last name. Just practice that, okay? Next, we are the leader in sales training, getting 20 to 50% increase in sales results. So what Grant's going to tell you is this. Nobody's going to open the door to somebody that they don't know to find out their name. They open the door to find out what they're doing on their porch. What is the reason you're calling? Why are you calling? Why are you on the phone? And there's a better way to make this big fat claim. And if we go back just a hair, how are you doing today? Nobody cares. You didn't call just to ask. This is an old school tactic of building rapport that doesn't apply. And just as much as a customer knee jerks out something like not interested, we have this reactionary defense mechanism going on that wants us to be like polite, conversational. How's it going? How you doing? Right? And that parlays right into, how's the weather down there? So if you're calling Grant, guess where Grant lives? He lives in Miami. You're not the weatherman. And Grant doesn't want to tell you how the weather is in Miami. And you should already know. It's 80 degrees and sunny all the time unless there's a hurricane. Otherwise, it's an endless summer down there. You knew that before you called. Don't bring it up. You want to skip to the reason for the call and make your big claim early and do it quickly and concisely. Shows that you respect them and their time. And yours. Gives you some altitude. So here's some good news. Now that we know what the wrong call is, now that we've identified that, I got good news for you. The good news is that if you are not confident on the phone, or if your confidence has just wavered a little bit, sorry to do that to you, if you don't know what to say, if you are unsure on like how to go from the greeting in your opening pitch into all the way through to closing the deal, then we got help for you. This is really, the phone is all we have. And then we go to Zoom. But it's the phone and the Zoom. It's all we have right now. So you have to be good on it. You have to get tight on it. You got to be confident on the phone. You guys know the definition of the word confident, right? With trust. Remember we talked about that a couple of podcasts ago. With trust. You got to be with trust in who? You on the phone so that you can prospect. Because that's your number one priority. And you have to be able to make sales in any economy. You cannot be dependent on a stimulus check. You cannot be dependent on the doors opening back up and people coming into you. You have to go out to them. Outflow will always be senior to inflow. And how you do that, well, will have an immediate and direct impact on what? Your top line. The top line is the revenue. So what do we have? How can we help further? Well, inside Cardone University is a complete, highly comprehensive phone sales training program. It's available for you right now for free. The Cardone Solutions podcast requires the cost of this is time and attention, and so is Cardone University right now. And we literally built this platform out in a way to help you master the cold call. Because if you can master the cold call and you can do it with consistency and frequency and do it well and set appointments, then any other call that you make, the warm ones, easy peasy. So just keep in mind, I mean, there's not a lot of folks out there that are able to do personal visits. So if you want income, you got to master the phone. This has been another exciting episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. I am your host, David Bradley, Senior Sales and Marketing Manager with Grant Cardone. Thank you so much for being here. We will see you on the next episode. Remember the words of Grant Cardone, be great, because nothing else pays. Thanks again for listening.